going on, everybody? Rob here, Trev 2323. Guess where I'm back at right now? Let me go in the shade so you can see it. Skipper Buds in Volo, Illinois. It's a special day for me. I even watched the big girl. How about that? Either way, I feel like was it Pretty Woman? I almost pissed my pants. What did you say? I liked Pirates of Penzance. And you can tell it's a special day because I got my special hat on and my special shoes on. Let's go in here. It's pretty cool. I'm in Skipper Buds and we are here for a certain thing, but it's pretty awesome. Welcome to the Skipper Buds family. Trevino, Bayliner Element. That's us. All right, we're going around the service now, but you see Skipper Buds Boating Center. That's a huge Sea Ray up there. Sea Ray, Four Winds, Marquise, Carver, Ty, Starcraft, Sylvan, and Tierra is all the boats they have here. So we're driving around to the frontage road because service is going to go through the boat with us first, and then we're going to come get the title, I guess. Oh my God, there's my baby right there. So there it is. This was my surprise for the day. I've been looking since the fall for a boat. Going with the bigger ones, the bathrooms and this, that, and the other, but I was having so much anxiety about having to store it somewhere, having to store my boat, having to store this. This right here, I actually fit in my garage. Has the Bimini top on it. It's a Bayliner Element E16. I can tow it with this boat. The other bigger boats I was looking at, I actually had to buy or rent another truck in order to pull the boat. This right here, of course, I got the lifter on the back, the high strength shocks on the back, but my van is still leaving even. It's not a lot of weight, and with the swim platform and the motor, we will definitely be able to get it in the garage. Actually, I didn't get the key to it. The key is in the ignition. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, we're towing it back right now, and it's bigger than my other boat. If you can see behind me, I got the cushions in here. Because if you read about Bayliners, they're known for when you're driving, the cushions flying out. One guy got a good point. He says he got a cargo net over his boat as he drives, because if you keep the snap-ons around, they say if a snap-on comes off and you don't see it, it's going to be slapping the side of your boat and marking up and scratching the side of your boat. So even the guys at service said that they recommended taking don't putting the cover on and taking some of the cushions out. But I can't see. You can see I could barely see because of the 75 horsepower motor and a ski rack. But what I wanted to tell you was, if you can see right there, oh, and the thing, this actual is 8 feet. The boat is like 8 feet wide. So with the wheels, the wheelbase and the fenders, it's 8.6 feet wide. So I was used to with my smaller one pulling, and you have all the room in the road if you're kind of, you know, maybe moving a little bit. But this one right here is 8.6 feet wide, 8.5 feet wide, so your tires are further or closer to the edge on both lines. Okay, and here we are. That is it. If people were wondering why I wanted a UV resistant carport, that is why I wanted a UV resistant carport. Now I know I still am gonna get some UV from the back where the motor is and where the swim platform is. Look at that big look how big this 75 horsepower motor is. It's huge. But what actually I am gonna do after I wash it again, they actually test drove it for me. Not test drove it, tested it. That's why it's like that spotted right now. But I am gonna wash it again, and then I am gonna wax it again. So everything that is in the sunlight right here, everything that is in the sunlight is gonna get Caranuba wax. Caranuba keeps it protects it. Caranuba is from the plants, so the UV rays don't damage the plants. So it's in Caranuba wax. So I'm going to Caranuba wax everything back here that's with the sun. Now as the sun goes down, it actually goes on that side, so it's not too big here, but it is. So it fits perfectly. This is the Bayliner E16, so there's more videos to come. We towed it with a 2002 Chevy Astro van, and it felt amazing. But like I said, the wheel diameter is 8.6 inches. So with this wheel diameter, it was wider than my Astro van. So I'm gonna jack that up, put 2 jack stands right here, take some bricks, jack this up and put 2 jack stands right here. And the reason why I got the 16-footer, this is why I got the 16-footer, because the garage is 19 feet. It's gonna be hard getting it in because the door in it is only 9 feet, and these are 8.6. But 8.6 is not from tire to tire, it's from end of the wheel well to the end of the wheel well. Wow, I thought these were metal. These are plastic, but they're very sturdy. So we were sitting in it, chilling, relaxing. It does got the stereo, which sounds amazing. I'll fill you in more about it later. I gotta pull my van around the front, and then I got some people coming over to take a look at it. Talk to you later. So you know where Grandpa's house is at? Dun, 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 dun.
There's our house.
There's our house right there. Dun, 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 dun.
There's something wrong in our pool.
There's something wrong with the pool?
Yeah.
That's all you see is the pool?
Yeah.
You can't see his eyes? No? Okay, we'll wait till it gets out.
Can't see it?
Yeah.
This boat.
Whose boat is that?
Your boat?
No. It's everybody's boat.
No.
Yeah, it's the family's boat.
No.
Yeah.
It's your boat.
No, it's the family's boat.
Wait for me. Wait for me.
I'm right here. Okay, this is the next day, and there's a couple things that I wanted to tell you about this. We did bring it home. We brought it home without the top on it, and I had to button the top on it. We tried buttoning the top with the Bayliner down to fit it under the carport, and it did not snap that way. So we have to put the mini top back up. But this is what I wanted to show you also. It has the collapsible tongue, but you see right here, I guess from it rubbing right in here, this actually has some rust on it right here. So I'm actually gonna sand this down or rub it with vinegar and water and then recover this, because there's no way that should be rusting already. And then one more thing right here, from my other boats that I've had, I've always had them where I would jack them all the way up in the front and leave the angle so any condensation or water will drip out the drain plug. Well, when I had that like that, my wife was on one swim platform and I climbed up on the other one so we could button it down, and the whole damn boat went in the air, did a wheelie. So watch it when you do that. Now I'm gonna go over some other YouTube videos of when we're inside of it and all the pieces and everything, but this is the 2020 Bayliner and I'm in love. All right, I'm gonna put up this Bayliner video in a little bit. I gotta edit it, but this is another day, and things I just noticed about it is when you put the snap-ons right here, it got the poles that go underneath there to hold it up so the water runs off of them. So there's a pole right there, but they got adjustments to go up and down. So me, like a meathead, I put them all the way up, and then I wasn't able to put the buttons on. Now I have this right here for this cleat right here on the front end. See the cleat right there? And there's a cleat all the way there on the back end. But what I'm looking for is, I'm taking all this off because I'm looking to see if there's a place to hang fender bumpers, because I did not see any cleats for fender bumpers. So that's why I'm taking this off. I'm only taking it halfway off. And then also I gotta measure the front driver's side area, because we're going to be putting the depth sounder fish finder, and it's a pretty small area, so we got to see how much space is available on there. So I'll let you know the measurements, and if I find any cleats to hang the fender bumpers. Okay, I'm going to go into more depth video about the boat itself later on, but right now I just want to show you there's no fender bumper cleats anywhere in or on the boat. I would probably put a fender bumper cleat somewhere right here or up here, a fender bumper cleat, and probably a fender bumper cleat. Actually, I'd probably put one kind of right here, because you don't want them all the way towards the front and all the way towards the back of your boat, because then the side can still rub. So there is a rub rail, but you need fender bumper cleats to tie your boat off. And look at this, I'm looking at this right now. Look at how that screw was put in from Bayliner. That screw's not all the way in right there. Let me show you closer. From the top, well, you can't really see it from the top, but that screw, that's not all the way in. That's not screwed all the way in right there. But also what I wanted to do was measure this. This is the area that you have to put your fish finder right here. It cannot go under the dashboard or it'll be right here. And it could be mounted right here or right here, but when you sit down, I'm short, so I can't see it right there. So the fish finder base has to be mounted right here. Now there's room here to mount stuff, and that's about it. There's not a lot of room on this dashboard. So right here, you have 4 inches between there and there. And right here where it probably is going to be mounted, there's about 11 inches to mount it. So if I mount it right here, but the bad thing is it normally stands up out this way, which I would try to prop it up to stand back. So this is where the fish finder would go, and there's 11 inches to work with it right here. And the access to put the fish finder is going to be kind of hard, because here's your access for the fish finder. I see your panel right there, and there's wire. The wire runs all the way, but you're gonna have to run it through. Gotta get this out. This one's hard. This is where you're gonna have to run through underneath to try to get into there. See, so I'm gonna actually have to have somebody put their arm through there as I'm trying to feed the cord through here. There's the speaker, there's all the wires, and there's the back, so I got access to there. So I'm actually gonna have to have somebody's arm through there as I'm trying to run a fish wire up through there. So it's gonna be possible. And then I'm not gonna drill up through here. I'm just gonna bring it around through here and put it through here for the fish finder. And I'm not even drilling the transom for the mount, but I will have to drill through the fiberglass to add cleats onto the boat. And a cleat is going to be somewhere right here. Somewhere right here is going to be a cleat, or I could mount it on the gunnel on this side, but I do have to put cleats on the boat. And I probably am going to do it myself, and man, this is brand spanking new. I would really hate to drill the fiberglass, and I don't know why Bayliner would not have had cleats for fenders. With the cleats that they give you, one cleat is all the way up here towards the front right here, and that's the tie off, and then the other cleat is all the way on the back, and that's another tie off. So this boat, it's a 16-foot boat, but there's no tie offs in the middle. But I would rather a fender bumper probably in this area right here, or a little bit up, like maybe to this area right here, and a fender bumper right here, or even 3 fender bumpers. 1, 2, 3 fender bumpers, but there are no cleats on the inside. So I have to either go buy some cleats and drill them myself, or take it to a shop. But when you're drilling fiberglass, it's not different. You don't just start with the drill bit. You need a different bit to start with, because if you just start drilling in this, you're gonna chip the glass. You're gonna chip or crack the glass. So you need a different bit to start, and then you could drill that, and then you could put whatever you need in there. But I'm just worried. I mean, that's just a brand new boat, man. I'm jack of all trades, master of none. I'm probably gonna do it myself, but I'm worried about chipping the glass on the boat. All right, either way, time to go get a fish finder.